Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still remain your Victa, the CEO of Victa Designs International. Today I'd like to teach us on how to make a double-decker lunch bag. It has upper part, it also has the down part. It has double zip and it has short handle and long handle. Okay, so as you can see, the upper part also has double zip. Okay, can you see it? So it can be carried by nursing mother. You can put character on it. Okay, so now we'll move to the materials needed in making your lunch bag. You need belt, so I'll be using big and small belt. The big one will be for the handle. You need zip teeth, you need adjuster, you need D-ring. You can use plastic adjuster, or you need foam, you need leather, you need lining, waterproof lining. Okay, so now we'll move to the measurement. On your leather, that's for the measurement. On your leather, you measure 11 by 8 inches. When you measure 11 by 8, so when you measure 11 by 8 inches, you cut out two. One will be for the down part, the other one will be for the upper part, to demarcate the down part and the upper part. Do you understand? So you're cutting out two of it, as you can see. So as I cut, so you cut out two. Can you see it? So after cutting out the two, you make sure that you cut out the lining and the foam. That is for the upper part, the one that will demarcate the upper part and the down part. You know, you're cutting out one for the upper part and one for the down part. So now the side for the down part, you measure 5 inches by 11 inches. So when you measure 5 inches by 11 inches for the side, you cut out two, and after cutting out two, you cut out the foam and the lining also. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So now for the other side, you measure 8 inches. You know, the down part is 11 by 8 inches. So you measure 8 inches by 5 inches. 8 inches by 5 inches. So if you're making this type of bag for nursing mother, you may need to increase your measurement. Do you understand? So 8 by 5 inches is what you're cutting out, and you cut out two and also cut out the foam and the lining. Can you see what I'm doing? So each part will have their foam and their lining. So now what I'm trying to do is to we'll move to the measurement of the upper compartment. So you measure 14 inches by 10 inches. 14 inches by 10 inches. 14 inches by 10 inches. You cut out one of it after cutting it out, you need to get the side. Okay, the side will be 8 inches by 4 inches. 8 inches by 4 inches. So when you measure 8 inches by 4 inches, then you shape the upper side. You shape it. This is how I shaped it. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, you're measuring 8. Kindly know that you're measuring 8 by 4 inches. So you measure 1 inches by 1 inches, then you shape the side. So now we'll move to the sewing part. You sew all the foam and the lining and the leather round. You do that for all the parts that you cut. So that's what I'm doing. You do that to the side, to the upper part. And for the handle, that is the short handle that I'm sewing, you measure 3.5 inches by 7 inches, and you measure the belt will be 13 inches. The belt, that's the small belt that I'm using. Then you fold it on the leather. So for you to now sew the handle on the leather, you need to look for the middle of the leather on the both sides. After that, you now place your undo on the middle and sew it. Okay, after sewing it, can you see it? So after sewing it, the next thing to do now is to sew the zip closed round on the side of the upper part. So it is the upper part that we're first doing now. After sewing the zip round, then you tape it round also. You will tape the side, you tape it right. As you can see that I've already sewed the zip closed, so I'm taping it. So after taping it, this is what it will form. Can you see the inside? Can you see the outside? Okay, so you open the other zip and sew it straight. Okay, you sew it straight. That's the upper part. After sewing it straight on it, then you tape it also. You tape it. After taping it, you fix your zip teeth. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Trying to fix the zip teeth. So I'm fixing double zip teeth. So after fixing the zip teeth, the second part, that's the second side of the upper part, is what I'm trying to sew. Now you look for the middle as well, and then you sew it round. You sew the side. So that's what I'm doing right now. So after sewing it round, the next thing now is to look for the middle of the down part. The down part, that's, can you see it? The down part, that's the one that will demarcate the compartment. That's what I'm trying to sew now. So you sew it, you look for the middle of it and look for the middle of the bag or the upper part and sew it on it. So that's what I'm trying to sew. What will separate the down part and the upper part. So that's what I'm sewing on it. So you sew it round. Okay, can you see? This is how it will be. This is the upper part. We're done with the upper part. So now we'll move to, so now you measure the down part round. Can you see? So after measuring it round, you get 35 inches. When you get 35 inches, you minus 7 inches from 35, so you'll be left with. So after you minus 7 from 35, you have 28 inches. So the 28 inches is the zip cloth measurement that you will now measure. You measure 28 inches for the zip cloth. So after measuring 28 inches, whatever you get, kindly note that whatever you get, you minus 7 inches from it. Do you understand? So you minus 7 inches from it, and after that, you now measure leather. You measure leather, that is 7 inches by 1 inch. 7 inches by 1 inch leather. So that will serve as the stopper for the back when fixing the upper and the down part together. Okay, so you measure 1 inches by 7 inches. So that's what I'm trying to measure on the leather now. You cut it out, then you sew it together with the zip cloth. You can add half inches, that's for the sewing allowance. So that will be 7.5 inches. Do you understand? So you sew it together. That's what I'm trying to do now. Sew it together. I also line the part also, so you line it and also sew it together. That's what I'm trying to do now. So as you can see that I've already sewed the zip, so you sew the other side also. But before sewing it, you make sure you fix your 2 zip teeth. Make sure you fix the zip teeth first. Since I'm using double zip teeth, so you fix the 2 zip teeth. Okay. So after top stitching it, you look for the middle of the leather part, then you sew it on the middle of the other part, upper part. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do now. I'll now sew it round, but I'm starting from the leather. That will give us where to. So this is how you sew it. You may need to watch the video more than once, then you sew it round. Can you see I've already sew it round? After sewing it round, then you tape it. You tape the inside. You also tape the inside of the After taping it, that's what I'm doing right now. You tape it round. So after taping it, can you see it? It will make it to be neat. Okay. This is it. So now for the down part, what you need to do is to join the sides. You join the 4 sides together. So after joining the side, you need to also fix the D-ring. That is before joining all the sides. You need to fix this D-ring. That is, you fix the D-ring on where you measure 5 by 8 inches. So that's what I'm trying to do. You fix the D-ring, that's where the long handle will be. That's the long handle. So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope you can see what I'm doing right now. So this is how to fix the D-ring. After fixing it, I want to fix the other side also. So after fixing the D-ring, one side D-ring, and I'll fix the long handle on it. So that will serve as the other part. I'm not fixing D-ring on it, so I'm just sewing it straight. So that's what I'm doing right now. After sewing it, then you now tape the parts that are opened. After that, you look for the middle of the down part and look for the middle of the sides also. This is how to look for the middle. Can you see it? You look for the middle of the sides, then you sew it round. You sew it round. That's the down part. So after sewing it round, you also top stitch. You also tape it. After sewing it round, you tape it. This is how you sew it. So don't forget that the side of the down part and the side of the upper part must be the same. Since the side is 8 by 5 inches, the upper part also, the side must be 8 by 5 inches. Okay, so this is it. I've already sewed the down part. Now I will top stitch it around. So after top stitching it round, you look for the middle of it. Can you see it? From the side, you look for the middle. That's where you start the sewing. Then you sew the leather part, the 1 inches that you cut. You sew it. You know, you've already fixed the upper part zip close. So now you want to fix the down part. You join the zip close together. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you sew it round. Can you see it? Then you open your zip. After opening the zip, you turn the down part. So after turning it, you have your bag ready. This is it. Can you see it? So the upper part you can put water bottle, while the down part you can put your food flask. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't only subscribe, kindly